Hey guys, hope you are having a great day today. I'm coming in with a training for you. I think I'm going to title it Don't Be Fooled by a Bad Mood. So, yesterday, it was probably like 11 o'clock. The kids were settling in with a movie, and I was trying to get some work done while they were occupied, and the internet went out. And it does this every once in a while. So I just went over to reset it, picked the modem up, and the battery had completely like swelled. So it was popping out of the bottom. I had to call AT&T, which is like the worst thing ever because I've had to do this several times and it never works out the way that I want it to. On the phone for a half an hour with them, 30 minutes on the call with AT&T internet guys, and they cannot find my account. My account says that it is inactive. I'm talking, we went through my phone number, last four digits of my social, my email, Ryan's, all of that information, even the account number that I had. And my account was coming up inactive. So there was nothing that they could do for me. And they have to do it over the phone because no one in store carries the modems. And they would have to recognize an active account if they were going to send me a new one in 3 to 5 business days. You want to talk about bad mood of all bad moods? Not to mention, as I'm on the phone, like the kids are running around screaming. I don't care to be quiet because I'm trying to like get this crap done. This isn't like a client I have to worry about, right? But oh my gosh, I could have put my fist through the drywall. I was so angry, so pissed off. So I recognize that. I sat here and I knew before I even picked up the phone, like the foreboding that comes with having to call and complain or try to fix something service related. Like, no one enjoys doing that. Come on. But I was able to recognize, after the fact, after I got my growling and my grunting, all out of the way, which Flynn mocks me for. But I was able to recognize, listen, this is a bad mood. And this dark cloud of a bad mood is going to affect your decisions today if you let it, right? So we're going to talk about, not being fooled by your bad moods. Like, did I have a reason to be in a bad mood? Yes, of course I did. Did I have the opportunity to decide whether I was going to stay in that bad mood or whether I was going to be self-aware enough to move on with my day without picturing this heavy dark cloud hanging over everything? Yes, I did. So let me look at my notes here. Um, your low mood puts a dark cloud over every thought, feeling, and experience you have. And this happens because um, your brain tricks you into that, right? So once a negative mood takes over, it almost eliminates the ability for you to see the good, right? Or the positive or the opportunities, right? Because your mind is so focused on that thing that you are giving life to, right? So, um, let's see here. Yeah, like deep down, if you were to sit and think about it, to have that self awareness piece where you're like, okay, yes, this is just a bad mood. Like this thing that happened isn't as big and life changing or life altering as I'm making it seem to be, right? Um, but your brain doesn't want to hear that because it has tricked you with that initial emotional feeling, right? You following me here? So, to not be fooled by a bad mood. Part of self-awareness is knowing what you're going through, even if you can't totally change it in that moment, right? So you have to admit to yourself that the bad mood is a cloud hanging over you, right? But you have to remind yourself that moods, feelings are not permanent, and neither are dark clouds, right? They move, they shift, they go with the wind. So your emotions change all the time. And those low moods, those negative moods will pass if you are self-aware enough to let them, to allow them to pass. If you don't get that emotion through your limbic system up into your rational brain, then you're going to sit in it. You're going to sit in that bad mood all day if you don't have the self-awareness to be able to say, hey, I recognize that this is a bad mood. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, I'm still pissed. Yeah, I may still be in a bad mood today, but I'm not going to let this cloud color my judgment or decisions or feelings for the rest of the day. Like, find one thing good. It's funny. Flynn and Roman are into Daniel Tiger right now. If you've never heard of it, it's kind of like the um, almost like a knockoff Mr. Rogers, but it's the cartoon version of Daniel Tiger. And one of the songs that I catch her singing all the time is, when something seems bad, turn it around and find something good. And I love it so much because, I could have written those lyrics, but Ryan will say something like negative, or he'll be in a bad mood and I'll sing that to him. And he just automatically like smiles and kind of chuckles to himself. But that's the same scenario that we're talking about here. So the tools that I want you to work on this week for when you are in those dumpy moods, as I'm sure many people have been this week, be self-aware enough to know that this is a mood, it's a feeling, and not to expand that feeling and that mood into the other areas of your day-to-day of your life going forward, right? So find something positive, because that will trick your brain, right? So you won't only be seeing the negative, the crappy, whatever, which seems to happen, especially when we start the day off in a bad mood or in a bad way. Everything that day seems bad. You need to cut your brain off at the quick. Just look for something good. Find an opportunity, find something cool, find something that brings you joy. As soon as that self-awareness piece kicks in, and it will immediately trick your brain into seeking out more of the same. But happy day, everyone. I will see you next training. Pop in and let me know what you're thinking in the comments. I'll be responding. Oh, and I'm wearing my merch, super comfy. Make sure you pick some up for your Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday deals for Christmas presents. I think this is what I'm planning on getting my fam. But I will talk to you guys later.